this film is actually very relevant. You know, that today we are all kind of subject to the internet. We all trust it blindly. So we open our Instagram, we do our daily things, we check emails, we sign up for newsletters for various websites that we look at. But it's unclear to us. We don't know कि कौन क्या इसके पीछे आपने एक क्लिक किया तो उसका स्कैम किधर जाएगा या किसको इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलने वाली है. Who will get that information? You're not aware of that. So we're living in a very difficult time. There's a lot of Ghuspaithiya everywhere. I don't know. I mean, sometimes we do things to sell a product, you know. Sometimes we do things to get some kind of, especially in a film like this, where you're working tooth and nail to get attention. And you hope, okay, I'll try this, will it work? I'll try that, will it work? Because, you know, based on the film, the star cast, you have to get a certain push for the film to work or to get people into the audience, theaters. If you ask me, I don't really think that video would have, you know, gone anywhere to now get people to come. But if the person involved, the actor involved and the producer are all kind of, you know, what do you call it, you know, happy with it or okay with it and, you know, given their consent, then who am I to say anything? No, I don't know. I always thought I looked like a very innocent person. I don't, because that's what I feel about myself. You know, I am what you see. कई लोग बोलते बहुत अच्छी खूबसूरत आंखें हैं, तो मुझे पता नहीं कि क्या उसमें what it is. Like, I think you can paint it two ways. I don't spend a lot of time in front of the mirror, so I don't know my face entirely. I don't really care about. I care about more what's inside, and I let hair and makeup teams do the rest. But I think certain. I mean, so Siddharth Anand, for example, cast me in Flesh as a villain. One of the most khunkhar, bloodthirsty roles I've ever done. He was a transvestite, transsexual flesh trade owner who was ripping people apart. It's the same guy who cast me as Bash in Fighter. So sometimes when you have visionary directors, they can see shades in you that others can't. But I would actually like to put the blame on Shankar Raman because he made Gurgaon with me. And once he made Gurgaon with me, then after that everybody वो ठप्पा लग गया. And हमारे industry में भेड़ चाल है. People like to follow what's अच्छा, he was good in that, so let's get him to repeat exactly that. And you'll get directors also that say Gurgaon में जो किया था ना वो ही कर. So you have a lot of that. So I think it's that primarily. But I'm happy to play them because they teach me things about myself that I didn't know. You know, because I'm not a negative person. I don't have bad thoughts about people. I am actually very, still, even after all these years in an industry like this, I'm very naive. Till date, if someone comes and tells me I'll believe everything. Acha, aisa hota hai. Acha, that happened. So I am that guy. So these kind of roles teach me more about myself. No, I'm not worried about being typecast. Because I'm, you know, I come from a stage where I was worried about being cast only. That's been my journey. So to get typecasted it's a joy. You know, it means I've arrived somewhere. It means that people like a certain approach that I take to a certain type of character. कि अक्षय वो ऐसे roles अच्छा करता है. You know, so please typecast me. And then it'll be a joy to break that image that you've created now. That'll be the next challenge. So we must all have challenges all the time, otherwise life gets very boring. So I would love to be typecast, and then I would love to prove people wrong. I think it's my personality, you know, because by now I should have had all the street smarts in the world. You know, America mein padha, I came here, I joined an industry out of the blue, not knowing a single person. You know, the only person in the industry I knew was Imran Khan because he's my childhood friend. And at that time he was a hot star, and he soon will be again. But you know, so I didn't know anybody, I didn't know anything, and I still somehow slowly am carving my space. So I don't know how. I think it's my own genetic makeup. I think it's my DNA. I think it's the way my brain has been kind of formalized. I'm just innocent. I'm naive. I trust people. I like people. Yeah, I can easily be scammed probably. Very little, because I realize it's not good for my brain. You know, it's not good for my psyche. It's not good for me as an actor.
Streaming on News9 Plus. Subscribe and get free vouchers.